Hello, I'm Jason, and I learned something interesting today. I learned that I'm not going to be able to get insurance through Progressive or probably anything else for a while. Here's my story. In 2019, before the pandemic, we got into a car wreck, or rather, my dad did, ruining the car. I had just started Amazon after some life drama. In January, after having to lift, I got a car, a little Ford Fiesta. Hindsight is 2020, and if I had known better, I would not have gotten said car, but it was only $10,000. The insurance started off being at a modest 150 or so, $109 a month. The problem began when my sister got evicted and we had to drive my car to Idaho. My mom was sick to a point, and she was ran off the road. Progressive began gaslighting her after that. The claim was because the tow company yo-yoed. If you play with a yo-yo bouncing back and forth, my car into some rocks and debris and broke the front frame. That happened at no fault of her own and at no fault of my own because I was working and ride sharing. I've had a permit in this whole entire process because I cannot drive standard stick shift. And with our family situation, I had to make a choice on some stuff. And the pandemic was happening. Flash forward to Thanksgiving of 2021. And the emergency brake was a little bit too loosey-goosey. And one thing leads to another. Someone parks behind us in Dallas at a Kroger. And they claim that we tapped them. Again, Progressive gaslit my mother. But this is not the fun one. The fun one happened last summer. I got fired from Amazon after being offered data analytics training and IT training and then having new management. So we went to a company called DHL, which is close to the house. My sister got herself again kicked out and wanted to go work at the airport. On the way back, we had 3 collisions in a month, one of which killed my mother. Collision number 1 tore up my Ford Fiesta's back to the point to where it was totaled. Collision number 2 on my Ford Fiesta, because they were in the same time, but this one wasn't claimed, broke off the driver's side rearview mirror to where it shattered. It was still on there barely, but in reality, we had to spend $500 to get it replaced. These are within weeks of one another. The big boy of them all that killed my mother and started this all into process was I got a Mitsubishi Mirage because I'm an idiot. And a big tank of an SUV rear-ended us. I guess they claimed on the insurance company that they were older than me and all this kind of garbage and that we cut out in front of them, but we got bounced several feet into the middle of the thing. My mother hit the steering wheel. My father had a therapy thing, and myself and my sister, they totaled the car out because of the situation with all of this. Now, October 30th, Progressive claims I can't get insurance with them. These are hapstantial events that wreckful drivers created on us. And it really wasn't our fault. But Progressive decided to end my contract. Now, the funny part about all of this, and I'm going into a phase on this, is when I put the Mitsubishi Mirage on there and other car things, $109 shot up to nearly $600, shot back down to $400, shot to $200, shot to $350. The prices were ridiculous for all this. And every time we would get into an accident, they would label and slander my mother into, "You're at fault." My mother is now dead and they feel sympathies, but the way they feel sympathies is to go out and screw me over. If you ever decide that Flo is the one, please, please, please understand. Situations out of your control, they will fuck you over to where you cannot get insurance. In a heartbeat. With a straight face. Because I'm still waiting on them to provide information for Gap to finalize this thing so I could go out and get another car and figure out a way to get insurance. For everyone listening to this, avoid Progressive, please. Even if you're Ubering and ride sharing, most especially if you're Ubering and ride sharing, you have to find a method of this because Progressive will screw you over without giving a darn. There is nothing in this that says that they will not. The only reason I went with Progressive was no choices at the time. And I really don't have choices at the time right now. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. But I feel like I just got set back another 6 months on something that should have been easy. That's my story. Thank you.